Hi guys, hi. I know long time no see, but I have been busy doing a lot of things and then not doing any crafting. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have just been avoiding my craft room. It's been so messy, it's been junky, and then I've been having some computer issues with my computer shutting off on me, so it's hard to upload videos if it shuts off because it keeps telling me like the software is an issue, and so I need to do something about that. And then grab somebody to come fix it. But it's kind of hard to have like my brother or somebody I know who good at computers come fix it when I can't really enter my craft room. Yeah, guys, it's kind of bad. So what has really been happy with me is just I have been in this craft room for 4 years, and I just have not implemented a good enough system that was, I mean, I say good enough, I mean good enough system for expanding too, not just for the now, but a good expanding system. And a system works when you're smaller, you like it, you keep it going, it does what it needs does. But when you expand, it kind of starts to fail on you, and you're realizing I can't keep this up. And that's kind of how I kind of started having issues that some of the systems I had in place when I was still in my bedroom at my mom's house crafting just weren't working here. And I was expanding too much or just whatever. I've done some massive hauls on this channel. I really haven't been doing too much more shopping. Oh no, it's kind of a lie. I did a haul beginning this year from last year. I did another warehouse haul. And I was gonna do another haul. Well, yeah, that's anytime soon because I'm having good computer issues. But I did do a haul with what's it called? That's trash. Stop. Okay, sorry. Um, there was a company that's closing down, and so I was gonna buy some things I've been kind of wanting to have. It's like some more seasonal dyes that because I've been getting in more into home decor crafting too, but that's a whole other story. I'm on my phone now, so you'll see this video pretty soon because I can easily upload this video with no problem, and I'm not editing anything. So yay! But some of the issues I've been running into recently is just not having proper like desk storage. I love my desk. I made a video a while ago about my desk. You can find it. And I used the cube organizers, which I liked, but I should have just used the 6 cube organizer, the six pack, like 6 set, not the 9 one, because I can't easily put my feet under my desk. Since mine is not on those little rollers, it's not tall enough for a stool, but it's too tall for a regular chair. So it's a very uncomfortable height to work in. The best like height, I mean, it's good if you want to stand and craft. It's a comfortable height to stand and craft. But I don't want to stand and craft. I want to sit and craft because that just hurts my feet. And that kind of doesn't want me, I don't want to craft for much. And I'm like overstretching or having to do this because I'm too tall or I'm too short. And that just was a problem because my desk, it's actually, the top of it is an old table from Fred's. If you don't know what Fred's was, it's no longer business, but it was like another Dollar General, but just better in every way possible. Or you can call it like a mini Walmart. It literally was a mini Walmart. Um, yeah, it was. Because it had everything. It had clothes, it had home furniture, it had, all the general things that a dollar store has too, and they're very affordable. So think like a not Big Lots or a Kmart, but smaller, and it was a little cheaper, give or take. So around that kind of thing. But they closed years ago. And my mom had this table. She used it as her it was our dining room table. And then she didn't like it anymore, so she was going to throw it away. I said, don't throw it away, I'll take it. Because I needed a bigger table at that time because I was expanding my crafting. And at the time, I was crafting on those little like pop-up dinner trays you can have at the sofa so you can eat and watch TV. I was crafting on that. And I was expanding, and I was just not giving me enough room. And I took that and I put little bins under it for storage and stuff. And I've had this thing for a long time, and I do like it. And I do eventually, I'm going to be moving into a craft shed so I can convert my bedroom back into a bedroom slash storage. um, Eventually I'll do that. So I want to keep it because I will use it for that later. So I'm just going to take the table part off, pop it against a wall somewhere, and have it waiting for me when I need to use it. I'm not going to throw it away or nothing. But I do need to make it make sense for me now. So I did find a desk with actual drawers and everything with it. And I found it at a antique auction place here. And when they don't want any kind of furniture pieces, what they do is they just set it outside of the auction place and you can grab it if you want it. And so I found them. And it's a nice dresser. A nice desk with drawers and everything on it. I found two. And I'm going to bring both of those in here and use those for the space. Because I love my deep thing. It works well for me. But there is just no storage for it. So it's a little bit of a mess. So I think it'd be fine for me. But the biggest problem, and people did warn me about like expanding and growing into your craft room and getting too big because your craft room has a lot of space. And yes, I did expand over the years. I've got more stuff. I mean, come on guys, you know, shopping is part of the crafting hobby in some senses. I just don't have the best organization system, and that's really hurting me because I have so many things in places I could put things, but just not the best system to utilize them to the fullest. You know, I have tons of these beautiful rolling carts behind me. You can't see it. Hold on. Sorry. Like this one right here behind me. And it wasn't organized that well. It is organized now. I have just recently did this. That's why it looks so good. Besides at the top part. But this was just thrown in here. The shelves behind me look really good because I literally just organized those a few minutes before I open this video. So I just want to sit down. I'm looking at research to see other systems that make sense for me so I can keep them up. Like I like this system. This is the little cube drawers from Dollar Tree. These are the smaller ones. And I have on my Samsung there. I like it. The little smaller drawers I had, like the ones like these that I used to have my Samsung, they work well, but I was expanding. And then I do have Samsung different sizes. And they just didn't always fit in that. Oh, right here is it. This. And so it was just weird to have them like not fit, but they're in the same category. This one, they all fit easily. Even the bigger, wider ones fit well in there. And so it's easier to have them and they look a lot nicer. I feel like I do need to go through and organize them better. I think I'm going to get the bigger ones than these. This is a smaller version. I think I'll get the bigger one because there is a little bit of a gap like right here. But I'll think about it. Not all my stamps are there. I do have some stamps in a binder because I was trying out different systems. I was like, do I want to go to a binder system again? Do I want to do the bin systems but differently? Like, what do I want to do that makes sense for me and expanding? So that's kind of where I'm at this moment in time, you know? But that's what I'm trying to do is really analyze my storage systems and make them. I'm sorry, I hear a dog barking. And make them make sense for me in this room because I have a lot of space and a lot of things are not being used. And I'll show you and whip you around the craft room real quick and you'll see how much of a mess it is. And mind you, this is not even all my stuff. I have things out in bins in my hallway, in my living room that are just not organized. And if they get organized, it would be an easier system. Like after this, I'm about to go take another break because I'm kind of tired. I may just watch some TV for a bit. You kind of hear it in the distance. And just relax. And then I'll come back at it again. Like recharge my phone because I was listening to some videos and stuff. That's where I am at. So I'm going to take my cube little desk thing I've made. I still want to use it. But I'm just going to use it as a cube organizer and put it against my wall and stack it high. You can stack those things. You just need to make sure you have the little pegs it comes with. I don't know if I still have my pegs to attach them together. But that's what I want to do. I gotta see if I can find my pegs. But I want to pin against the wall and use that. And then I'll bring in my desk in here. And I'll have two long desks. And I'm going to put one of my desk kind of same direction, facing my computer over here. So I can watch videos and things like that. Because I still like to watch videos and craft with other people online. Like you may craft with me in my videos. So, excuse me, that's where I'm at. And I think too that's nice because I do a lot of different things. You know, I might do some scrapbooking or card making projects, but then I also do like home decor projects too, or you know, I make like realistic looking doll. I like collect dolls and stuff, and I have reborn babies and things of that nature, and I do different things. And so sometimes I may have them out drying, and I don't want to move them somewhere, or where do I have to move them? So I think that'd be nice and helpful to have everything in place and everything in its place, so I don't have to worry about the floor getting cluttered or me having to keep using the floor. Because a lot of times when you also me crafting, I had so many things on my desk because I had no place really to put them. And then two, some of the things were on my desk because they were my grab go-to stuff that when I had other things that I need to bring to my desk to use, I had no space to put them. And in my videos, I was literally putting things on the floor next to me so I can grab them and grab with them. That to me is not good. And so I'm definitely going to have to reevaluate that. And I think being able to have things closer to me and extra cubbies and drawers and spaces to craft with will really help me. Because as I look more and more, there's just tons of gaps and not enough stuff to fill the gaps. So I don't think I'm like bursting out the seams in this room really, but I do feel like I am just not utilizing all the space and tools I have that I bought. And I had a plan, and then I changed the plan, and now I'm doing something different. And I think that's everything I should mention. So we want to make this make sense for me. That's really it. I should make it make sense for me. So let me show you kind of how the messiness looks. Okay, this looks all nice behind me with the good lighting too, right? But the mess is over there because I'm sitting down. I've cleared semi of a walkway. I mean, you still have to kind of hop over this and hold on to that wall while you prop over that. But you know, I'm making room. Making room. I think. Okay, let me pause you and I'll flip you. So I stood up because I was sitting down. But this is what it looks like. I do a little pan over, not too much because I don't want to show you too much. There's some dolls in the background. But it's just literally a pile of stuff. And yeah, my craft room was messy. My desk was messy before, guys. Yeah, no. And even over there, messy. That little cube organizer is like the wire ones, not about the metal ones. And I don't even use it that well because it's not a real flat surface. So you really need to make sure anything you put on there has a nice solid base. And I just stopped using it. So I'm mostly going to kick it out of this room because I don't use it like that. So why keep it? I mean, if I do keep it, I'm going to change how I use it. By this moment, I don't really use it like that. But this is literally everything. It's messy. There's things I haven't seen and forgot I had. But here's another good example. Like this is the Oli Tiffany's little, I think this is a paper organizer. And look at this. Messy, random stuff in it. And this stuff just sits here because I don't grab this. I'm not using it like that. So I just need a better system in place for this because it's useful. I love the little apron it has on it with all the organization. I do use it to hold my cutting plates and my scoring tool. That is so useful. And I always put it back in here because I know where it goes. I know where to look for it. That's it. Everything else in here is just random. I need to find a better system for it. See? About to fall. Much probably if you hear a little avalanche. So I've been trying to use my cubbies here to put craft supplies and like this be my mixed media thing because that was my mixed media shelf, but it was partially empty and most of it was able to be condensed down into this. And you can see there's just a bunch of random stuff in the bottom and I haven't pulled everything off yet. So I'm going to have an empty shelf pretty soon. And I don't know I'm putting on that yet. But that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like I just have like empty spaces or random things, places that can just be better, you know, accessible for me. So that's kind of where I'm at when it comes to this. Because some of these things can go into the drawers, making it easier for me to use them. And they don't need to be in like bins and baskets and stuff because I'll have it I have a section for them properly that's accessible to me. So that's the biggest thing. So mostly what I'm going to do next when I got the camera with y'all is over here, I'm going to empty these paper storage containers out and move them over. And what am I going to do? Move them over. And we are going to change this. I think I'm going to use this cube organizer to hold my 8.5 by 11 paper or something else. But as for my 12 by 12, I don't really like using this, mostly because it's just kind of a little hard to get through all the papers, and then like each piece of paper I have in here, a different size paper. I don't really like it that much, so I'm going to change it. I could try to use the system for a long time, and I'm not going to lie, I don't even really like looking through this. A lot of times what I would do, because I don't like doing it, is I will take all the paper out and go through it at one time and make a kit, because going through it is just a little bit more tedious. Not tedious, it's just annoying. I don't mind a tedious search, but I do mind this. And I'm realizing I don't like it. So I want to change it up and see if I can try a different system. I have 4 of these 12 by 12 little drawers. I'm going to try that because I can organize them better again and then put them in drawers. Right now it has like stuff I was using on my desk. So my ink daubers, ink pads are in there. All those can go in a drawer. And now I have a drawer to put them in. So I'm going to do that system for them. I mean, look at this one. That one's pretty much empty. And it stayed like that. Because I have nothing to put in there. But I have things I need to organize. So you see the system. It's not working. So we're going to move these around. Make it make sense for me. And I'll come back with that. But I'm going to move these out of the way. And then I may put this cube organizer, which I'm so dreading to move everything. I'm kind of doing it last. So I can move things out the way and organize things better and come back with it. I do need to use things in my wall space, but I don't want to nail anything in the wall until I kind of have a general gist. There it goes. Of where I'm putting things. Honey, I can't talk now. I'm getting tired. And I'm trying to do too much because I have to work tomorrow, so I can't do too much. But that's where I'm at here. Is everything I need to show y'all? I think it is. But I have this shoe organizer over the door. I can put it on the wall with screws. So I think I might use that and put it over here if I don't put anything else against this, not this wall, but this wall over here. If I don't put anything on like that wall, when I move my desk over here, this is my spare desk. I'm going to get my little, I think they're called Hercules hooks that you can put up, and they hold up to like 40-50 pounds each. I'll put them in the wall and put my little shoe organizer right here to put embellishments and things like that, and tools or tool or whatever in there. But as for I'm going through and just taking my time, semi taking my time to make things make sense. Like this, I love this. This has my heat activated foil, which I love this. It's cute, it works well, and it has me looking at it so I can see this and be like, oh, let me use this more. Because now looking at it, it looks so cute. I want to make more craft projects with it. Because I don't really use my heat foil tool that much. Then again, I was in my craft room. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. So I want to do that. That means everything. Over here, you can see kind of the organization system I have. These little 12 by 12 paper holders. These are technically from Walmart, but I've got some of these from the thrift store too. Organizing these better. And even this big old tier thing. It's not organized. Random stuff in there. I've emptied like 3 or 4 drawers so far of random stuff. Bottom one has fabric. Other one has no, I think I had like my knitting and sewing stuff. I'm moving that out. And this one has cups in them. I think I put all my styrofoam cups I would use to mix paint or things of that nature, I think, in there. I need to move that out. Put it somewhere else so I can get that more organized. Or if I'm going to keep it in there, make sure it's labeled properly, because I do have a label maker. And if it's labeled, it's just easier because I wouldn't always go to it. But you see the mess. You see it. You see the mess. So that's kind of where I'm at here. As if I may go bigger with these containers, we'll get that more panned out as I go through better and organize and see where my desk is going to be. My desk may be in the same spot that it's in right now, maybe moved a little closer to the wall. behind me so I can still see my computer and everything. But I think once I put everything in position, I'll go better, I go deeper in organizing, seeing where everything's going to go. But I need to go into my room. I need to get out of this room for a bit. And I kind of had idea because I have this little corner that's been like created now. I don't want to block this corner off and not use it. So I think I have an idea of where I'm gonna put here that I can still access things. But we're making it make sense, okay? So you guys, it takes time. You have to go through things, fail or say fail. It has a fail for you. You realize it's not a good system, and you change it. You make it make sense for you. And that's what I want to do. Gotta make it make sense. There's some things I love. Like I love this system of like current paper projects that I'm working on. I put them in here. I love this system for my sequence. This has worked really well for me. I label them, and I've been using this now for several years. And I love this system. These are from a hardware store, and they're so convenient. They're very useful, and I love these. They're perfect for me. So that's it. That's what I'm about to do to make it make sense for me, guys. And I hope y'all enjoyed this for kind of like little view of what I'm doing. But we're going to organize as much as I can. I don't want to just toss things too much. I want to make sure they're kind of going into a general direction of like organization, so it's easier, but not too much organization. So it's not like me spending, I don't know, 40 hours, I don't know, 3 hours on this one little corner. And then I, still need to do everything else. Because I really need to move that desk out of my way. Because it's in my living room, and it's blocking my living room. And I got to squeeze through it. So I'm really itching to move it in here and get it out the way. So that's the only thing else I have to talk about. But y'all have fun. I'll talk to y'all later. And get crafty, guys. Okay? Take your time. Organize your craft room. Find your supplies. And look up different ways to organize. I have some cool ideas that I will be using, hopefully, that make sense for me. But also, don't be afraid to challenge what you're doing. I know I have some random stuff in here. And if anyone asks me why I have a blender in here, that's my crafty blender. And I use that to make paper mache clay or make my own paper. Because a lot of times if I'm recycling paper to make more paper, like textured paper, like mulberry paper, that comes in handy. I just got myself one that I can use specifically for crafting. I had one before that I used, but it didn't have a lid to it. It's a hand-me-down. So I was throwing it away. So I use it, but it didn't have a lid. That's why they're throwing it away. But I got rid of it because I wasn't using it often. And I was back when I was at my mom's house. So I was in the bedroom and I needed space, This now can stay somewhere in the corner. I'll put this somewhere in the corner because it's not an everyday need. This need be in my face all the time. But it's something I do use. Or I will be using. It's still taped up. I haven't used it yet. But I've used once in the past. That's everything I'm doing, guys. As I said before, I don't care about marking my wall up, putting storage on my wall. I don't care. I may get the time to do a craft studio outside. And convert this back into a bedroom. But if not, I kind of want to see if I could squeeze a twin size bed in here. But my mom's like, oh no, don't do a twin, do a full size. I said no, because a full size takes up a lot of space. It literally will take up all this right here. Will be a full size bed. Like, who's doing that? I don't want to be too crowded here. I still want to actually be able to craft in here. I don't get that many guests. So it's just when I do have guests or friends that want to spend a night, I don't really have a place to put them. So that's it, guys. Hope y'all have a great day, and I will talk to y'all later. Okay, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. I just kind of want to show you where I'm at. I haven't abandoned y'all, but I just can't. I gotta get my computer fixed, and I have to be able to access it too because it's covered in junk too. So when my computer issue gets fixed, I can post some of the videos I've already recorded. I just haven't uploaded them to y'all for y'all to see them. But that's everything, guys. I know. It's just been a mess too. I have not been wanting to come in here just for the same reason, because I knock something down, and then I bump into something, and then everything gets knocked down, and then I can't do it. But I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe. And get crafty, and don't be afraid to change your organization system and do something that makes sense for you. Bye bye.